Check one, check two. Minutes away from first pitch. Welcome everyone to Mabank America Little League night here in this home district game. We'll get squared away at home plate, have the introduction of the players, and then the playing of our Star Spangled Banner.
I'm here, y'all. I'm giving it a second to get started, so don't think that I'm not here. I'm here. I'll be there in a minute. Cedar Creek Media coming up.
Let's meet the 2026 Athens Hornets. Number 8, Taryn McAllister. Number 5, Abby Marquez. Number 11, Mia Tinsley. Number 3, Ayla Pugh. Number 7, Layla Carnett. Number 6, Remy Carn. Number 10, Tinley Tiemann. Number 2, KK Murray. And number 1, Brooklyn Pierce. Reserve players number 4, Lindsay Mendez. And number 12, Gracie Robinson. Introducing your 2026 Lady Panthers, number 13, shortstop, Jordan Marker. Number 9, third, Emerson Walker. Number 11, center catcher, Aaron Otmo. Number 15, second base, Trinity Mixon. Number 3rd, pitching, Emily Barnes. Number 6, Journey Jakeway. Number 10, right field, Mason Williams. Number 26, Claire Chappell. Number 8, Skylar Martin. And number 21, Haley Gherkin. Reserve players, number 2, Savannah Phillips. Number 4, Mackenzie Juarez. Number 5, Riley Otmo. Number 7, Michaela Ravis. And number 24, Avery Henderson. find Old Glory just over center field. Gentlemen, remove cover, and if you'll stand with me, we'll have the plane for a Star Spangled Banner. Keeps getting better every time I hear it. Little Leaguers on the field at this Little League night, congratulating their mentors, the Lady Panthers. As the Little League season in BSA kicks off here very soon.
All right, I knew it was going to be a bit of a rolling start this afternoon, so I decided to just go ahead and cut that camera on a little early and let y'all enjoy in the festivities as well. But good afternoon. Welcome, everybody, to the Cedar Creek Media Network. Of course, as always, on the Mabank Athletics YouTube page. Happy to be here to kick off a little softball coverage here in the 2026 season. It's been a little delayed, of course, as everybody knows. We ended up picking up another school in our little humble network over there in Cayuga. So I was kind of helping get that thing up off the ground. Had some baseball action. Kicked off on Tuesday with a little baseball action in Lindale. Then last night in Canton, seeing another baseball game, Mabank versus Lindale. It's kind of strange it was in Canton, but the bank wasn't quite dried out all the way, so Canton was gracious enough to host it. And now, here on a Friday night, I get to kick it off here at home. I'm enjoying that. So first hardball game of the year that I'm getting to see here in Mabank. Then I'm not going to lie to you. If I would, there's kind of a reason I wanted to be here for this one at home and kick it off at home this year. It's because the guy sitting about 5 feet to my right, the PA announcer tonight, my good buddy, my mentor, my dude, Chris Quinn, is the voice of the Lady Panthers. So I knew there was no better way to kick things off than getting to hang out about 5 feet away from that guy. And it does. Smells like he showered today. So I think we're going to be all right this week. So we are just about ready to get this thing kicked off and underway. Going to open it up for the Lady Hornets. It's going to be number 8, Taryn McAllister. She is going to be the opposing pitcher tonight, but she is going to be the leadoff hitter, so it's going to have a lot of responsibility on her plate. First pitch she sees is going to be just a bit off of the mark there for ball one. It's going to be Emmy Barnes up on the bump for your Mabank Lady Panthers. We'll kind of set that off, or that defense again for you here in a minute, as that one's going to be slapped out towards center field in a squeeze. Going to be made. Nice play out there in center field. That is number 8. Is it? It's Skylar? Okay, 10-4. I was making sure. That's what I thought it was, but I'm making sure. It's kind of a different spelling there. So Skylar Martin out there in the middle. Getting the first out of the ball game. Now first pitch of the AB here. Going to be slightly outside again. It's going to be number 5, Abby Marquez, coming up to take her first hacks of the night.
For the Hornets, Abby Marquez.
Lefty working against the righty batter. Next thing she sees also going to be just a bit outside. Little dirt side as well. So Abby going to start off 2-0 here. Emmy Barnes, a junior, kind of a all-around player for these Lady Panthers. That time going to be a bit high, so first couple were low, next one's high. Now if she just dials it right in. Got a good defense behind her. Let's see if she lets them work. And that pitch is going to catch the corner. Marquez thought she had a free pass there, but does get the strike applied, so 3-1 now. Next pitch is going to be off the plate, and that will be a free pass, so that'll put a runner on first.
That'll bring up Mia Tinsley.
That's a famous last name out there in Athens, Mia Tinsley. Gonna walk up, take her first hack. She's gonna hit a rope over to third base, collected and out applied at second. So Marquez gonna come out. Nice play there. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of ringing and figuring everything out myself. So that's Emerson Walker, the freshman, over in the hot corner making the play. It's gonna bring up Ava Pugh with 2 gone. Runner still on first. Different runner than it was a minute ago. First pitch she sees going to be off the mark for a ball. Barnes comes set. Next pitch going to be a little high. Umpire took a little extra second to think about it. Shortstop for Athens here, up to bat, as I said, Ava Pugh. Next pitch is going to be hit right in between her position and second there. Going to find the gap, and that'll be a C&I single.
The play for the Athens Hornets, number 7, Layla Carnes.
So Carnes now going to come up and take a few hacks. Layla Carnes. See, Carnes is going to be playing first base out in the field for the Lady Hornets tonight. Runners on first and second. Couple out here in the top of the first. Halfway through the Athens batting order. See if Barnes can get out of it here. First pitch to Pugh is going to be hit up in the air. Ranging back and gone. So that'll be a 3-run shot over the left field fence. And that'll be 3 RBIs on the board for Layla. Actually 4, excuse me. 4 RBI, or no, excuse me, 3. I'm crazy. I'm losing my mind over here. 3 RBIs on the board for Layla Carnes. But if you're looking for a positive, clears the bases. So,
number 6, Remy Carnes.
So we'll bring up Remy Carnes here. The other Carnes in the order. She is going to tap one foul on the first pitch she sees. Going to be behind the dish tonight. Playing catcher. We'll get that defensive setup set for you here in just a second. Might be the next inning, to be honest with you. We'll see how it goes, but still working a few strings behind the scenes here. Next pitch going to be in the dirt. So you got Journey Jakeway over at first. You have got Trinity Mixon at second. JoJo Marker at shortstop, and that is going to be hit just foul. Then, as I said, over at third base, going to be number 9, Emerson Walker.
2 away, 2-2 pitch. Coming up.
Behind the dish, Aaron Otmo. And right field, Mason Williams. We already mentioned over in center field, Skylar Martin, as this one's going to be lifted in the air towards left field. And that one's going to be gone as well. So back-to-back Carnes home runs. And that will be a 4-0 advantage for Athens. I'm sorry, I kind of might need to turn that crowd noise mic down just a hair. Kind of loud in my ears. Gotcha. So didn't know until just now, Savannah Phillips actually is on the IR right now. So kind of explains, I was wondering, I didn't see her in the lineup. That's kind of part of the reason why I was having so much trouble in the beginning. I was like, did I miss something here? But okay. So that does explain it. So, yeah, then again, so Skylar Martin out in center, and then in left field is going to be number 21, Haley Gherkin. So Gherkin going to be out in left field. So, all right. And then just to compound things, a little trouble going on in the mound, and I just spilt my drink all over the place. So if we suddenly cut off air, no, that's probably the reason, but I don't think it's quite that bad. So I'm going to see if I can't recover here real quick the way that Mabank is going to look to recover here. So there we go. When you face a little adversity, kids, you just keep on going and keep talking, and eventually you might make sense of things, you know? All right, so 4-0. Do have those 2 outs. They came early in this inning. Again, going to bring up the third baseman who's going to smash one. Able to scoop it up and make the throw in time is JoJo Marker. So Mabank able to close it out. We're going to go ahead and take us a short break. I'm going to clean up my mess, and we'll be right back right after this here on the Cedar Creek Media Network.
Tired of that builder-grade kitchen or bathroom stuck in 1998? Mosher Contracting has been remodeling homes around Mabank and DFW since 1995. They specialize in kitchen and bath remodels, flooring, room additions, and custom homes, guiding you from start to finish with real communication, not guesswork. See it in person at their kitchen and bath showroom at 235 North Gun Barrel Lane, right next to Elder Dodge in Gun Barrel City, Texas. Mosher Contracting, your one-stop shop for material and install. Call 903-470-8550, where they take the con out of contracting.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Mabank Athletics.
All righty. Sorry about that there, folks. Again, I was telling Chris here, years and years of broadcasting, I never spilt a drink. Have done it twice in the last 2 weeks now, so don't ever say there's not a first time for everything. Then there's probably going to be a twice for everything, too. So here we go, ready to get the bottom half of the order here.
Number 13, Jordan Marker.
So JoJo Jordan, affectionately known as JoJo, shortstop, going to be leading things off here. Going to be going against number 8, Taryn McAllister. First pitch she offers is going to be a strike. Catches that bottom corner. Got a little MPH coming off of that thing, some velocity. Next pitch is going to be high and out of the zone. So again, Mabank finding themselves down a few after half an inning, so it would be a good idea to go ahead and claw at least a couple of those back. Good eye there by Marker. Watches that one go by well outside. 2-1 count. Marker with that hot pink bat steps back into the box. She's going to rip one out towards center, getting over and falls. Marker rounds first, gets over to second, and just like that, stand-up double has Mabank with the Lady in scoring position here after just the one batter. That'll now bring up number 9.
Panthers, number 9, Emerson Walker.
I mean, I say it okay, but whenever you get an announcement like that, you just let the man cook over there. So Emerson Walker, the freshman here for this squad, one of the freshmen on this squad, standing in. McAllister to the dish. Going to get a strike on the inside part of the plate. Just catches that corner. Little frame painting there. Unhittable hit. Yeah, it's a pretty much an unhittable pitch right there. Because if you do hit it, it ain't going nowhere. 0-1. She's going to drop the bunt. And hits a pebble and ends up rolling foul. It looked real good off of the bat, but just a little too much of the English on there. Brought it over the line. So now she's going to find herself down 0-2. Takes the bunt out of the equation here. So she'll be swinging away. Going to have to protect the plate as well. Let's see what she decides to go with. Pitch is going to be tapped towards first. It's going to advance the runner over to third. So it doesn't exactly go the way you would draw it up, but it does work out in the favor of the Lady Panthers. As now, I believe it's 60 feet in softball, so run standing just 60 feet away. I could be wrong. Probably am wrong. I'm sure I'll see it in the comments later. Now this pitch going to be lifted in the air on the first pitch. So just like that, Aaron Otmo going to go down on the first swing of the night for her. Got a piece of it, but unfortunately not able to straighten it out, and it is caught in foul ground there.
The 2 away, that'll bring up number 15, Trinity Mixon.
So another one of them seniors, Trinity Mixon, the second baseman. Going to step into the box here. That run standing on third base, potentially. First thing she sees, she's going to give a mighty swing to as well. Goes foul over the first base line. Oh, wasn't a ball. It was a strike. There we go. Hit the right thing. So 0-1. Next pitch offered at, just was a little bit behind it.
0-2 pitch on the way.
So as you heard, 0-2. Mixon climbs back in. Oh, well, looky here. I got delivery service and everything. And it was delivery service right there for McAllister as well, as she is able to strike out Mixon. And that is the way the half inning goes. So after one, Athens on top, 4-0. We're going to take us a short break. Come back right after this here on the Cedar Creek Media Network.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Mabank Athletics.
Your look matters, and around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
To the plate for the Hornets, Finley Heeman.
All right back to it. Somehow Chris snapped his fingers and got us some chili cheese nachos up here, so I've been indulging. First pitch this time, gonna end up falling out. Little ways outside, so Emmy gonna start off. This is number 2, Michaela Murray. Started her off with a ball. Murray playing out in right field, and now she's gonna tap one right back to Barnes, and Barnes gonna be able to make the throw over in time. So no harm, no foul on the contact. And that is a quick one down here. Could use a little shutdown inning right here. Could the Lady Panthers. Going to bring up the last young lady in the group. Going to be... Oh, excuse me. Apparently I got myself ahead of myself. No. The announcer got himself behind is what happened. That's Brooklyn Pierce up to bat, number 1. Next pitch to her going to be outside. It's a couple balls to start it off here. Yeah, you got it wrong. And next pitch, Pierce going to lift out towards right field, and it falls down in front of the defender out there. So that is going to be a little C&I single, works out. Athens now going to have a runner at first.
They'll send in number 8, Taryn McAllister.
So opposing pitcher, Taryn McAllister, going to be coming back to the box. First pitch she sees going to be just a bit high. So Barnes starts her off 1-0. As a lefty climbs back into the box. They've got such cool looking bats nowadays, whether it's baseball, softball, it all just looks so cool. And while I'm sitting there yapping, ball got passed, and that is a free base. Looks like we're going to have timeout awarded here. Not exactly sure what's going on down that corner. Hidden by the dugout. All right. Looks like we're set to go back. So 2-0 pitch on the way, or going to be coming up here shortly. Barnes steps back on the rubber, comes with the delivery, and going to be just off the outside of the plate there. Great pitch. Just didn't get the result she was looking for. So 3-0, and that one they're going to say is a tad low. So that will be a free pass awarded.
The 2 on Athens sends in number 5, Abby Marquez.
And here comes Abby Marquez, another lefty. They go back-to-back lefties at the top of the lineup. First pitch she sees is going to be called a strike. Looked like that was pretty much in the same location, but must have had just a seam or two over to paint the edge. Next pitch on the way is going to be just a bit high. Sticks is the count, 1-1. Stole that from JD the other day. I like that. Barnes toes the rubber. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be high Thought about checking back over, but Otmo eats it, keeps it behind the dish, and gets it back over to Barnes. Smart play. Don't want to be throwing down for nothing. Athens had retreated back to their bases. 2-1 pitch. That one's going to be fouled back. Even things up at 2 apiece. So payoff pitch coming up here. Could use the punch out. Could use a double play. Would be happy with either. See what the result's going to be. 2-2 pitch is going to be just a bit high. I think they were daring the runners to take off there. See if they can get an easy play over at one of those corner bases. Filled up now, 3-2. And pitch is going to be just a bit low, so that'll fill them up. Going to bring up the...
That'll bring up number 11, Mia Tinsley.
Mia Tinsley heading to the box, as you heard. And it looks like Mabank going to want to talk things through just a little bit. Been a couple of free passes awarded in a row, so probably just smart play there by Otmo, going out to her pitcher, talking things through, giving her an extra second to think things through and kind of devise an attack plan. That one run already gone in the inning, there is a chance to get out of this with no harm whatsoever. Probably if it's obviously get you a couple of strikeouts, but if it ends up being on contact or anything, we need a double play because pretty much any kind of hit is going to score a runner. Well, anything with any juice at least. Of course, a little slow dribbler and thing like that could get through, but if you hit just a soft ground ball to a fielder, yeah, probably not going to work out. But a lot of ways you could get hurt here. And Otmo does a good job that time of not allowing one of those types to happen. She was able to dig that out of the dirt. So it's a 1-0 count, but could have been worse. Next pitch going to be just a hair high. So 2-0 now the count. Second time through the order. Last time Tinsley was up, she flew out. And now Barnes going to be able to catch a piece of the plate there. So gets herself back into the battle. 2-1 now the count. Barnes sets, fires. That one's going to be tapped and gets, from my angle, man, it looked like that bounced over the bag, but they are going to say it got left. So foul ball going to be called. And that one had potential to be real scary there, but
2-2 pitch on the way.
Barnes going to have another chance to try and get out of it here. Tinsley comes set in the box. Barnes toes the rubber. Delivery going to be just off of the plate, so full count again. Tinsley again. Or how about this? Barnes just going to go quickly at her, and that is going to be a free pass. That'll put another run on the board. First RBI of the night for Tinsley.
Athens push around to bring up number 3, Ava Hughes.
Now, here is your potential problem. Already with the 3-run shot tonight. Or, no, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm ahead of myself. Ava Pugh going to be the next batter. Shortstop. Had a single last time she was up. Came around on the Layla Carnes home run. That pushed across 3 runs.
They got her in the 4-hole for a reason.
Yeah, they definitely got her in the 4-hole for a reason. You're not wrong, Chris. And she is, and if I was going to say, if I remember right, I believe this is her senior year. We've seen her for a few years with the Athens Lady Hornets. Of course, friend of ours, Mr. Paul Curtis, does that coverage for Athens. So definitely has bragged on this young lady once or twice in my time knowing him. Donut pitch is going to be lifted out towards left center, and that is going to get down. 1 run will score, 2 runs are going to come in, and that'll be a stand-up double for Pugh. She's halfway to the cycle in the 2nd inning. So it only takes the runner off of first as well. Now, going to bring Layla Carnes up. She has a chance for another 3-run shot. Of course, if you're wearing the green and white like I am, you don't necessarily want to see it, but you know in sports, those little coincidences have ways of happening. Let's see what happens here. What I affectionately call the donut pitch, 0-0 on the way. And that is going to be lifted out towards center field, dying and gets down. And it is going to bring in a runner who tags up after the ball gets down. So that will be RBI number 4 of the night for Layla Carnes. And that will bring up what I'm going to go ahead and assume is little sister, Remy Carnes, up to the bat.
Batting for the Athens Hornets, number 6, Remy Carnes.
Went back-to-back with Layla back in the first. Hers was a solo shot. Got runners on first and second here. First pitch going to be a hair low. Still just the 1 out so far in the inning. Actually didn't get that last run on there. It's an 8-0 advantage. So Otmo checked back over to third. Didn't allow the Athens base runners any kind of comfort. Here comes Barnes again. That pitch going to be just a hair high that time. So she's been consistent with her misses. You know, everything's been just a little bit high tonight. So I'm sure there'll be some talk between innings as the next pitch for her is not going to catch the edge, but how about this? Nice throw down there by Otmo. Athens asking for time, wanting to talk about this, but Otmo, as of right now, has the gun down over at third. Going to be some conversation had. And now umpire, or the corner umpire, going to come talk to the crew chief, I guess you would say. Of course, just 2 guys run the umpiring at this level. Levels beyond, you got like 3 or 4 guys, but here it's just the 2. They are going to stick with the original call, so Otmo is going to get the credit for gunning down the runner. So that will take the lead runner off of the board, leave a young lady over at first. That is Layla Carnes, by the way, over at first. And Remy Carnes continues her at-bat. 3-1 pitch. Going to be off the plate. I'm sorry, I just looked and saw that I didn't have that recorded. So that is going to be a free pass awarded.
That'll bring up number 10, Tinley Teeman.
Brings up Tinley Teeman, and she is the last young lady in the order. And they will have batted around once Teeman gets done with her AB. Going to be another conversation over at the mound here between the Lady Panthers. Coach Currington making her way out as well, so looks like we're probably going to see the end of Barnes' day. That is exactly what is going to happen, and it looks like it's going to be number 7, Michaela Rivas, sophomore, going to be coming in to take over on the bump. Ravis, I apologize, and it looked like that was Mixon that came out of the ball game over at second. So it looks like Barnes is going to slide into that second base position. And while they are letting Ravis warm up a little bit, we're going to go ahead and take us a short break. We'll be right back right after this here on the Cedar Creek Media Network. Tired of rolling your trash can to the road and wondering if the big company's even going to show up? Sick of call centers, excuses, and price hikes from people who probably don't even know where Mabank is? Well, Neighborhood Sanitation is your solution, and they've been servicing Mabank and surrounding areas for over 40 years, priding themselves on being family-owned, local, and on time. From weekly cart service at your house to bigger bins and cleanup trailers for those spring cleaning binges, they've got you covered without the corporate nonsense. Make the switch today. Call Neighborhood Sanitation at 903-887-6711 and keep your trash local. All right, back to the action here. Again, it's going to be number 10, Tinley Tiemann, stepping into the box. Fresh pitcher on the mound, Michaela Ravis, excuse me. First pitch is going to be just a hair high. Good job again by Otmo. I'm telling you. I'm one of those people, I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't ever get the words out correctly. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Next pitch is going to be just a hair off of the plate as well. 2-0 count. Tiemann, a sophomore on this team, playing third base tonight, and she's going to lace one out towards center field, but able to come on and make the catch there is number 8, Skylar Martin, and that is the way the half inning ends. 8-0 advantage for Athens so far, but I'm going to go ahead and send us to a little commercial break here, eat me a little nacho, call it happy. We'll be right back after this. All right, and back here, a little more nachoed and a little more ready for some more softball.
Here we go, the bottom of the second.
It's going to be now second baseman, Emmy Barnes.
Emily Barnes, the bat for the Panthers.
She is going to head up and start the half inning here. First pitch she sees is going to be a called strike. Barnes, a rather important member of this Panther softball team. Been a good one for several years. She's going to lift one way high. Going to be a chance to make a play behind the plate. And just not quite able to make the squeeze there as Carnes. So another chance coming up here for Barnes.
0-2 pitch on the way.
0-2. Big pitch, going to be just off of the plate there. Yeah, it was a real good-looking pitch there, and McAllister's really been dealing so far tonight. Freshman on that squad for Athens. She's obviously got a bright future ahead of her. 1-2, and that one going to get away a bit. Evens things up, 2-2 now the count. Son, I love softball too, Chris. Sun's starting to dip a little bit, so shadows starting to elongate a bit there on the field, as you see. Next pitch going to be offered at. Couldn't make contact, so Barnes will be a victim.
To the plate for the Lady Panthers, number 6, Journey Jakeway.
As you heard, Jakeway now on her way to the plate. Another senior first baseman. Journey is another stalwart athlete here from Mabank, multi-sport athlete. First pitch she sees is going to be just off of the plate. So 1-0. Man, again, real good looking pitch. Hard to lay off. And next pitch, Jakeway, going to be far off of the zone. That one was a little easier to lay off of that time, so good chance here for Journey. And next pitch. Boy, we about saw that one in 3D, Chris. That one, that pole was about 2 or 3 feet shorter. I think that would have ended up in Chris's lap back here. Yeah, Chris says he would have caught it. I don't know that I believe him, but we'll go with that. 2-1 now. And this time, Jakeway going to hit it towards the shortstop. Bounce throw is going to be collected. So Pugh's throw was a bit in the dirt, but it was a good squeeze there by Carnes. And that will bring Mabank down to their final out of the half inning. Going to be sending up number 10, Mason Williams, the senior.
The Panthers, number 10, Mason Williams.
Mason playing right field tonight. Hitting in this 7 hole. Let's see what she can do with it. First pitch to her. Going to be grooved in for a strike. I'm telling you, nobody texts me until I have a microphone turned on next to me. Next pitch going to be low. I think umpire kind of thought about it and thought better of it. 1-1 now the count. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Mabank trying to climb back into this one. And next pitch, oof, another one. Hot shot straight back into the netting. Going to bring Mabank down to their final strike here of the half inning. Unless, of course, Mason able to make something happen here. Next pitch is going to be in the dirt around the shoestrings there, so that'll even things up 2-2. Got number 26, Claire Chappell, sitting in the on-deck circle, trying to get a chance. Next pitch going to be just a bit low as well. That'll fill the count.
3-2 pitch on the way.
McAllister checks her signs over, gets set on the rubber. Payoff pitch is going to be tapped right back to her, and she will make the flip over to first, and that is the way the half inning goes down. So after 2 full innings, Athens on top 8-0. We're going to take us another short break. Come back right after this here on the Cedar Creek Media Network.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056. For nearly 30 years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Bird with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
To start the third, the Athens Hornets send up number 2, KK Murray.
KK Murray, as you heard from announcer man there, for the second consecutive time, going to be leading off the inning here. Top of the third, just about ready, underway. Still got number 7, Michaela Ravis on the mound. First pitch going to be a bit high. So Murray going to start off with the 1-0 count. Last time she was up, she grounded out to the pitcher. Still Emmy Barnes on the mound at that point. Going to look for a little more solid contact here is KK. Next pitch going to be waved at. Couldn't make contact. So evens things back up here is Ravis, sophomore. Coming in again in relief in that top of the second. 2 outs already gone, so has only recorded the 1 out so far. Next pitch going to be off the plate. 2-1 now. Defense stays set up the same. Other than, again, Barnes took over that second base position for Mixon. But other than that, everything remains the same. And now bunt going to roll foul. So that will even things up at 2-2 now on the count. You can see what the thought process there was is Murray has got some wheels there. So just trying to get the ball down some way and use that speed to her advantage, but going to have to swing away now. As of course, a bunted third strike is a strike, and how about that? That is going to be looking, and we get our first chance to see our Mosier monster in hardball season.
She comes winding up on the hill, a breaker on the way. Look at that big dance. Swings with the crutch. Oh, he missed it. He is corkscrewing down, and he's drilled himself into the dirt.
Number 1.
Always love it when the Mosier monsters get to come out and play. That's the first time we've got to see them here in the hardball season, mostly because they're brand new. They're infants. They just got made today. Now, pitch going to be ripped up the center field line there. I apologize, got my runs a little messed up. So, second single of the night there for number 1, Brooklyn Pierce. So Pierce going to find herself on base. It is going to recycle the order here, and it's going to be number 8, McAllister, the opposing pitcher, up to bat.
At the plate for the Hornets, number 8, Taryn McAllister.
First pitch McAllister saw was a strike. So 0-1, 1 out, 1 on at first. A lot of ones here. And next pitch going to be off the plate, but a chance. And just a little behind the runner there. It was a good throw by Otmo. But Pierce just able to get the motor going. And that will be a stolen base, so runner goes into scoring position for the Lady Hornets. the top of the order really hadn't been killing you too much so far for Athens. That next pitch going to be off the strike zone for a ball. Yeah, top 3 hitters haven't been way too crazy on you, but that 4, 5, 6 hole has been another situation. So Mabank trying to get themselves out of the inning before having to go for a third time against that group. Next pitch is going to be swung on and missed. 1-2 now the count. And payoff pitch going to be just off of the zone there, but I do like the thinking. I just saw one a little bit more on the inside, try and stretch out that eye, change the positioning. Had some space to work with too. Just now a 2-2 count, and next one going to be, it was a 3-2 count, excuse me. This is my scorekeeper.
Hornets will send in number 5, Abby Marquez.
I always try and check my balls and strikes against the scorekeeper, but, you know, I should be better. I shouldn't have to count on somebody else. No, you're Uh-huh. Oh, anytime I can twist Chris's leg, he knows I'm going to take it. I can take full advantage just about every chance I get. So first pitch here, it's going to be off the mark, as you saw. This is Abby Marquez. Has flown out and walked. Did bring in a run on that walk. 1-0 pitch is going to be just a bit low. I think Ravis was a little upset that that one didn't get called a strike. I can't necessarily say I blame, but it's kind of hard to see from here. 2-0 pitch, and that one's going to be tapped. Marker going to pick it up, get the lead runner at third, and now a kind of a useless throw over to second ends up getting away, and that will put a runner right in that same position. So now to be runners on the corners, but you do have 2 outs now.
Hornets split the runners and send in number 11, Mia Tinsley.
So that will go down officially as a fielder's choice. Brings up the lady who has been tough to deal with. Or at least one of the ladies that's been tough to deal with. No, I'm sorry. I'm actually in front of myself. It's Tinsley that is up to bat. So Tinsley is actually the one that had the fielder's choice and then walked and came around to score or to bring in a run. I apologize. It was a little off on my order. She smokes one, but foul. So that'll be just a long, loud strike. Maybe again with the 2 outs in the inning, just got to find a way to scratch one more. They can blank Athens for the first time tonight in the frame. Ravis climbs back onto the rubber here, gets set, and that pitch, going to be just off the zone. Disciplined eye there to take that. So 1-2 now the count. Shadows getting longer and longer as that sun keeps dipping down further and further. Next pitch, going to be just low. Again, great eye here. It's Tinsley trying to be a hitter as the lady standing on third. So don't have to get too much of it. Big hole over second base as well. And she's going to rope one towards right field. And that's going to get down. Got lost in the sun. 1 run's going to come in. Another one going to keep chugging, and it's actually going to be a stand-up. Well, she kind of half slid, but it could have been a stand-up triple. And that'll be 2 more RBIs on the board. It'll give her 3 for the night. And Mia Tinsley has opened it up a bit more and is now a 10-run advantage.
To the plate for the Athens Hornets, number 3, Ava Pugh.
Brings up the 4-hole hitter, the shortstop, Ava Pugh. Pugh halfway to the cycle so far, has the single and the double. Just got the hardest 2 left. First pitch she sees going to be in the dirt. And again, has the luxury of having a runner in scoring position instantly. Tinsley sitting just that 60 foot away, and inside pitch that time also going to be called a ball. Kind of in the belt region there. See a couple of the baseball boys out here supporting their friends out here tonight. See Bryson Morris right in front of me. He's lucky I don't go down there and get him, stick a microphone in his face. How about this one? This is going to be a hot shot out towards right, and that one's going to get down, bangs off of the wall. 1 run will score, and it'll be back-to-back doubles for Ava Pugh. Had one back in the second, didn't get an RBI out of it, so I can't say they're identical. But like I said, back-to-back doubles for her in back-to-back innings, and it's going to be another mound visit there in the circle for Mabank. It is going to bring up the young lady who kind of got the scoring all kicked off, Layla Carnes, the sophomore. Playing first base tonight, she put the first 3 runs across the board with a 3-run shot. So battery remains the same. Ravis out on the mound. Just that runner on second. Need to move that. There we go. First pitch here to Carnes, going to be high and outside. Otmo thought about maybe trying to pick behind the runner there, but decides better of it. Tosses back to the pitcher. Carnes digs back into the box here. Set up way in the front of that box, too. She wants to be on top of the ball as she's going to smoke one, but it does go foul back in the stands. Kind of lands that drainage ditch area. What'd you say, Chris? No snow cone. No snow cone. He didn't catch it. I think the next time I do softball, I'm going to have to get me like a little wireless microphone to stick over there and be my little Chris mic. My headset's definitely long enough to reach that way. And now this one is going to be ripped into right center. That is also going to get almost to the wall, and it is going to be a stand-up single with an RBI. So Pugh didn't spend much time on the base pass, just needed the 1 batter behind her to send her on home, and it is now a 12-run advantage as Athens has put up 4 in every frame so far. So freshman catcher Remy Carnes going to head up to the bag. She has already been a contributor tonight. She is 1 for 1 officially. Had a walk in the second inning, but she went back-to-back with Layla in the first and hit a solo shot. This time it's going to be weak contact collected by JoJo Marker right in front of second. So Athens keeps piling on to this lead, 12-0 now. We're going to go ahead and take us another short break and come back right after this here on the Cedar Creek Media Network.
Tired of that builder-grade kitchen or bathroom stuck in 1998? Mosher Contracting has been remodeling homes around Mabank and DFW since 1995. They specialize in kitchen and bath remodels, flooring, room additions, and custom homes, guiding you from start to finish with real communication, not guesswork. See it in person at their kitchen and bath showroom at 235 North Gun Barrel Lane, right next to Elder Dodge in Gun Barrel City, Texas. Mosher Contracting, your one-stop shop for material and install. Call 903-470-8550, where they take the con out of contracting.
Jeff Van Horn and his team at Precision Spray Foam want to help you protect your investments and potentially lower your energy bill with a new layer of insulating spray foam for your home, barndominium, or metal building. Why choose Precision Spray Foam? Because they can help deter moisture, improve comfort and air quality, and provide extra strength to your building for years to come, all while being environmentally friendly and cost-effective. Jeff and his team make installation a breeze and can retrofit for any need. Call Precision Spray Foam today at 903-880-6323. That's 903-880-6323 for your free estimate today. Precision Spray Foam, part of the Van Horn Construction family and proud supporter of Mabank Athletics.
Man, I'm telling you, I've spent the last 3 or 4 commercial breaks here chowing down on these nachos, and I still hadn't finished these nachos. Some of us got to work for a living, Chris. No, I do not want any of your help finishing off my nachos. Maybank looking for a little help with the sticks now. Help is on the way from what I hear. Chris has been talking this young lady up all night, and I am excited see my first cuts leading off the inning here. Going to be number 26, Claire Chappell.
The Devastator, Claire Chappell.
The Devastator, okay. Well, I'm excited here. The last time I heard about something hyped up so much, it was Sinners on HBO, and I'm telling you, that movie was just as good as it was hyped to be, so I'm expecting things. It was a great movie, wasn't it? Well, that was the last thing I could remember being hyped to me, so I don't know, top of my mind, that's what I'm thinking of. So she started out with the ball. Next pitch is going to be rocketed out towards center. I see what you mean, Chris. Now, that was a loud out, but I see the violence in the swing, and I see the scream off of the bat, even on a fly out there. So let's just say I didn't get the full billing there, but I definitely understand the piece of paper it was on.
Skylar Martin.
So with that, that is going to – oh, no, excuse me. It's going to bring up the final young lady in the order, Skylar Martin. First pitch she sees is going to be called a strike on the inside. One of those pitches that we've seen McAllister come up with all night. Those inside on the hands, there's really nothing you can do with it either way. And actually, how about that? Oh, it was a good effort there. It was a hard hit ball for Martin, but unfortunately hits it right at Ava Pugh, who is well, not right at her. Hits it just to the right of Ava Pugh, who is able to range over and make the play. So that is going to be a hard line out.
Panthers send in number 13, Jordan Marker.
So as you hear, it's going to flip the order over, bring up the leadoff lady, Jordan JoJo Marker. JoJo been the shortstop for this team for a few years now. Been a real good one. She is going to take the first pitch she sees in the AB low for a ball. Took kind of a long walk back, checked over on the signs, now gets back into the box. And, ooh, gonna call her safe. And, man, that was close. That was about as close as you can get on a check swing there and still get the call to go your way. So 2-0 in a hitter's count here. Trying to get a bit of a rally going for these Lady Panthers. 2-0 pitch, going to be in the dirt, shoestring level. So 3 straight balls has put Marker in a pretty good position. You know she wants to be a hitter, but just getting bodies on base right now is a win. And next pitch going to be low as well, so that'll be a 4-pitch free pass. And it'll be the first base runner for the Lady Panthers since JoJo back in the top of the first.
For the Panthers, number 9, Emerson Walker.
Brings up the freshman, Emerson Walker, playing third base tonight in the hot corner. McAllister fires, and Walker just wanting to be a hitter that time, wanting to be a catalyst for this thing, probably swing at something she wouldn't normally. So 0-1. And McAllister's pitch going to be tipped up. Third baseman able to range over and make the play rather easily, and that is the way we finished the third inning. So 12-0. Mabank going to have to rally to get themselves back into this one to extend the game out a bit. Right, or is that it? It's a lot of meeting in the corners. I didn't think that was quite it, but either way, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back, straighten it all out right after this.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all. Testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Mabank Athletics.
Your look matters, and around here, nobody does custom like Creative Genius Enterprises. From school pride to business branding, they make it local, they make it personal, and they make it last. We at Cedar Creek Media are proud to partner with Creative Genius as our official outfitters, and we can't wait for you to join us. Creative Genius Enterprises, Henderson County's home for custom made right. Give them a visit at 806 West Main Street in Gun Barrel City or call 903-288-2458. That's 903-288-2458.
My goodness, I'm getting less professional every day. Never did turn the noise back on.
For the Hornets, number 10, number 2, KK Murray.
Nope, you were right the first time. Number 10,
Correction, Tinley Teeman.
Tinley Teeman, up to bat. Me and Chris have too much fun. We over here cutting up. That's what the real deal is. Next pitch going to be off the base or off the path as well. So Teeman going to start out 2-0 here. She's been one of the few that hasn't found herself on base yet. Grounded out and flew out in her first couple of ABs. Trying to remedy that for herself. Now Ravis's pitch going to be a little high that time as well. So 3-0. I think you're right. And that is going to be a 4-pitch walk there. So sometimes that broadcaster's curse gets you in weird ways. I'd said she hadn't been on base yet tonight. Turns into a 4-pitch walk for her.
Number 2, KK Murray.
Now it's going to bring up KK Murray. KK has also not found herself on base yet. She grounded out to the pitcher and has struck out so far tonight. And she was... So I thought I heard the ting of a bat in that process, but I guess not. Must have been the face mask of Otmo, because the pitch did end up getting away. And so Teeman was able to sneak up a few extra feet. Now, big cut here from Murray. Evens things up at 1-1 as she was trying to get her a big old piece of that one. Chris making the observation she's able to switch in and out of her different batting stances and styles. Now she's going to send one high towards right field, and oh, nice. Able to come up and make the play, and then, oh, close to making a double play there. Beautifully done there by number 10, Mason Williams, able to range over and basket catch that one. And again, almost able to pick off the runner on the base paths as well. Oh, why is my third base not working? There we go. So we'll put an out on the board, but it will put a young lady in scoring, real good scoring position as well, as the first pitch of this AB going to be hit over to short. Marker able to make the throw over, but a run will score. That was number 1, Brooklyn Pierce.
Athens bring up number 8, Karen McAllister.
So it flips the order here. 2 outs now in the inning, and McAllister going to lift the first pitch she sees, and that is going to be an out as Gherkin able to range over and make the play, and Mabank going to be able to kind of clean things up a bit. I didn't get that last run on the board, but only 1 run scored in the inning after Athens have been able to put up 4 in the top of each frame so far. So little victories, Chris, little victories. We're going to step aside, take us a short break, have a little victory with this last bite of nacho, and be right back after this.
When it comes to protecting your water, trust the local pro, Chris Flores with City Backflow. For years, Chris has built his business on hard work, Panther pride, and a commitment to his community. Neighbors know his name, and businesses count on his service. City Backflow handles it all: testing, repairs, residential and commercial, done right and done right the first time. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your water and protect your peace of mind. Call Chris Flores with City Backflow today, 903-471-4558. That's 903-471-4558. City Backflow, proud sponsors of Mabank Athletics.
Wiggle that. There we go. Back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. Going to be number 11, the catcher, Aaron Otmo.
Number 11, Aaron Otmo.
Well, it's going to be the same arrangement for Athens. That's another thing about softball, is that there's nowhere near as many pitching substitutions. First pitch here to Otmo, going to be called a strike. Otmo digging in, waiting for the next pitch. Going to be below the knees. That'll be a ball. Evens things up. Sticks are the count. McAllister gets back on the rubber. Next pitch is going to be smoked and gets past the third baseman there, Brooklyn Pierce. And that will be a well, obviously, I guess you don't really slide into first. So that'll be a little single there for Aaron Otmo. Kind of help get things going here in the inning. Leadoff runner aboard. That is definitely a way to kind of get things going again here for the Lady Panthers. Again, got to find 13 runs. Looks like we're going to have a substitution here. It's going to be number 4, Mackenzie Juarez, coming up.
Panthers, number 4, Mackenzie Juarez.
And so, letting everybody know what the alignments are going to be and such. Let you know she's going to be hitting in the place of Emmy Barnes, or it was actually Trinity Mixon. Excuse me. First pitch. Going to get by Juarez. So here she is a third baseman by trade. Got a little pop in the bat as well. Let's see what she does here on the next pitch. She takes a big old swing, not able to make contact.
0-2 pitch.
She is looking for that 13-point swing right there, but going to have to control herself a bit more here. 0-2. Again with the leadoff runner, no outs on. And she is going to go down swinging. But hey, again, being aggressive, trying to find the right pitch, just unfortunately doesn't work out for her that time. And that is going to bring in Emmy Barnes.
To the plate for the Panthers, number 3, Emmy Barnes.
So Barnes, in her first trip, was a strikeout victim. First pitch she sees in this AB going to be tipped and foul. So she'll find herself down 0-1 after one pitch. McAllister having herself a day so far on the mound, pitching the shutout. Next pitch from her going to be offered at. No contact going to be made as Emmy again, or like Juarez, was trying to get a big piece of that. So she finds herself down 0-2 now, down to her final strike. Payoff pitch is going to be skied and is going to get behind the netting and into the crowd. Lands about 4 feet away from a nice looking young lady down there. Looks to be probably about that middle age of about 60, 70. So would have got out of the way if she needed to. Now that pitch is going to be called on the outside of the zone, and that is going to be a K of the backward variety there for McAllister.
Number 6, Journey Jakeway.
Brings up the senior, Journey Jakeway. So Mabank had it set up, leadoff runner on, no outs. Since then, I've watched 2 quick outs go by, both of them via strikeout. Jakeway going to try and keep things on. High pitch she offered at. So 0-1 here to Jakeway. She settles again in the box. McAllister delivers, and Jakeway just behind it on that one and trying to pick off back on the other side is Carnes. That is Remy over to Layla.
0-2 pitch on the way.
So a little Carnes to Carnes connection there almost gets Barnes, or excuse me, Otmo. And that one going to be swung on and missed as well. So that will be 3 Ks in the inning. And believe we continue on. Yes. To be honest with you folks, I couldn't remember the run rules and such in softball. It's been quite some time since I've called a softball game, so just hanging out to make sure. But it looks like we are continuing on, so we're going to take us a short break and be right back right after this.
Erosion is stealing shorelines all around Cedar Creek Lake. At Parks Environmental Services, we put a stop to it with riprap, rock-solid barriers that lock your shoreline in place. And that's just the start. From silt fencing and erosion blankets to site cleanup, dirt work, and decorative flagstone walkways, we're your full-service erosion control specialists. When it comes to safeguarding your piece of the lake, trust the name Cedar Creek relies on, Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground. Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, or call 214-693-8056.
I don't know where in the world Chris has found all these organ music versions of these popular songs, but can't lie to you, I kind of dig it. Knowing him, it's probably like a Harry Carey playlist or something like that. I don't really know. So on to the top of the fifth here. We continue on with the coverage.
At the top of the fifth,
Gonna be
number 5, Eddie Marquez.
Every time I'm about to announce who it is, stadium announcer man beats me. I'm pretty sure he's sitting over there waiting till right when I'm about to say the name to beat me to it. Again, mind games. And first pitch she sees is going to be rocketed and gets over the head of the defender out in left field. Makes a big curve and is going to sit at second. So it was a hot shot. Gherkin had a chance at it, but it was just on a rope there. She, I don't think, was expecting it to stay that hot off of the bat for that long. But it does end up working out, and so Athens will have a runner in scoring position after one pitch in the inning. Ravis still on the mound. And how about this? Another first pitch swing, and again going to get over the head of the defender. And that is going to be an exact replay other than a little different positioning of what we just saw, and that will be another run on the board for the Lady Hornets. We'll now bring up the shortstop, 4-hole hitter, Ava Pugh. Haha, I got it that time before he did, right before, but I did it. So runner still on second. Now a 14-0 ball game here. And this one at least is going to break up what we saw the last couple. First pitch swinging line drives. That'll go down as a strike. 0-1 pitch on the way, and that one is going to be cut on and fouled back into somebody's backyard. Matter of fact, I see a large dog heading over in that direction from the backyard. I believe he just inherited himself a new chew toy back there. So 0-2 pitch. And it is going to be hit in the exact same spot. Matter of fact, the gentleman that was walking over to see if he could get that first ball ended up almost wearing that one on the back of the head there. So good reaction time by him. Get out of the way. Another 0-2 on the way, and that one going to be in the dirt. Collected by Otmo. Good job there to keep it in front of her. Keep the runner on second from advancing over. So Chris just looked it up, and we were just, again, not that it really matters too much, but we were talking about it as this one going to be hit on her line over to marker, and she is going to be a little late on the throw. And Jakeway couldn't quite get the squeeze on it either way, so it is going to be a single. I'm going to go ahead and call it a single because it really did look like Pugh was going to beat out the throw regardless, no matter what happened. But the extra bobble there gave her time, no problem. So now going to have runners on the corners with still nobody out. And it is going to bring up the power potential here in Layla Carnes.
To the plate, number 7, Layla Carnes.
Carnes has an RBI in every at-bat so far, and she's going to have another one. So 4 at-bats so far tonight. Let's see what that is. So that's another single with an RBI. That is her third one of those. Had one so far here in the 5th. Had one in the 3rd. Had one in the 2nd. And then had that 3-run blast back in the 1st. So it is a 6 RBI night for Layla Carnes. 4 for 4 with the stick in her hand. So that, regardless of what what color jersey you're wearing in, I'm going to kind of inspire in the greatness there as you are having just a fantastic game. 7 total bases and 6 RBIs. That is definitely a winning recipe if you're trying to play a little softball. So 15-0 now the score. And it is, getting back to what I was saying right before that all happened, it is a 10-run rule after 5 innings. So that is what it is. So Mabank going to have to scratch across, at least for now, at least 6 in the bottom of the inning to keep this thing going. So this is the younger Carnes. Remy, first pitch she saw was ripped foul, so that's 0-1. Carnes digs back in. Ravis to the plate. That one's going to roll through. And both runners will advance a base. So that will put them both in scoring position here. Still with no outs in the inning. And this is that part of the lineup that has been hurting you. Now, Remy, last time she was up, flew out. Mabank could use a repeat performance of that, and unfortunately, that is not going to be what the doctor ordered, as that is going to be a hit by pitch there. Yeah, I do believe Carnes' mama
To the plate for the Hornets, number 10, Lady Panthers.
is one of the coaches, and that's what Chris was saying. And if you're ever wondering why I kind of blank out there, I don't know, like to let the PA things happen over the air. So if I kind of pause sometimes, just so you can kind of hear the natural ambiance in the building. Now that's going to bring up Brooklyn Pierce here, or excuse me, Tinley Tiemann. Tiemann, first pitch to her, going to be off of the zone, so she is going to start off with the ball. Got the bases loaded, so a chance to do some real damage here. Tiemann waits for the next pitch. That one's going to be high. So 2-0 now the count. Boys are off tonight, Chris. They played Lindale last night in Canton because Canton has that artificial turf out there, so they were able to get it in. Wasn't quite as lopsided as this one's been so far, but it wasn't exactly too terribly far off. Is the next one going to be tapped foul there? Can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but I want to say it was like 8-1 or something like that, 8-2, something like that. Played on Tuesday, and man, they had in Lindale, and it was a 2-1 ball game. It took a walk-off at the walk-off single to score a run for Lindale to get the win in the bottom of the 7th. I mean, it was a really tense game, but yesterday just didn't exactly go the way of the Panther, if we're being honest with each other. And now next pitch going to be rolled over to third. One out is going to be made, but a run also going to score. As you know, I can't necessarily fault the decision there from Walker, deciding to try and get the play at the plate because lady from third got a bit of a later jump there.
To the plate for the Hornets, number 2, KK Murray.
But she definitely wasn't going to meet the runner going to first. So to bring up KK Murray, put one out on the board, take a runner off of third. First pitch here to Murray, going to be high. So 1-0 count. Murray still looking for her first hit. Reached base last time she was up on a walk. Now this one going to be hit high into the air. Able to range over and make the play. And then the throw in going to get away, but collected quickly by Walker. Gets it over to the pitcher to nullify any more damage. So, but it will be runners at second and third. And again, it was a nice play out there in center field by Martin to get the grab, but throw just got a little wild on her. But 2 outs now in the inning, so Mabank just 1 out from getting out of here. The inning. First pitch, going to be bowled in, if we're being honest. It would have been a kickball strike. It would have been a kickball strike for sure. A lot of pitches thrown so far tonight. For Ravis, came in the second. That one's going to be tapped towards her. She's going to pick up, make the throw over, and that will be in time. So, 16-0. Mabank going to have to find 7 runs here in the bottom of the inning to keep it going. We'll see what they can do about it right after this here on the Cedar Creek Media Network. Uh-oh, got to pick a commercial. There we go.
For nearly 30 years, Carrie Harris Satellite has been the Lake area's trusted satellite and internet retailer by putting the customer and their needs first. And we here at Cedar Creek Media can attest to that. I'm JD Bird with Cedar Creek Media, and we're not just partners, we're customers of Carrie Harris Satellite, and can't recommend him and his friendly team highly enough. Stop by Carrie Harris Satellite in Athens today and ask how they can get you set up with Dish, Spectrum, Starlink, Boost Mobile, and more at 103 La Costa Street in Athens, or call 903-677-9522. Again, that's 903-677-9522.
Tired of that builder-grade kitchen or bathroom stuck in 1998? Moser Contracting has been remodeling homes around Mabank and DFW since 1995. They specialize in kitchen and bath remodels, flooring, room additions, and custom homes, guiding you from start to finish with real communication, not guesswork. See it in person at their kitchen and bath showroom at 235 North Gun Barrel Lane, right next to Elder Dodge in Gun Barrel City, Texas. Moser Contracting, your one-stop shop for material and install. Call 903-470-8550, where they take the con out of contracting.
All right, back here. Mabank got a little work to do, but the potential to do it here. You see Coach Graham down there giving a couple of encouraging words.
Number 10, Mason Williams.
Talk about somebody that is encouraging. Coach Graham and her family. Gone through a lot this year, but here she is out working difficult hours, making things happen for the student athletes of Mabank. And, oh, I thought it was going to happen there. Thought it might have potentially been a leadoff knock, but unfortunately Mason Williams going to hit it right to the second baseman there. Collected and tossed over to first, and that is 1 out gone here in the bottom of the 5th. Going to bring up the freshman Claire Chappell. Come up, take a few more cuts.
Claire Chappell.
So it is McAllister. I don't know why I cannot keep that in my brain. Trying to get the complete game dub as Chappell going to smoke one over to second base. So a couple of chances to make plays here for the second baseman, and that is number 11, Mia Tinsley. So hadn't seen a whole lot of action over at second so far tonight. Suddenly she had back-to-back plays come at her. Now, as you heard, with 2 out in the inning, Mabank down to their last out, I'm pretty sure. It is going to bring up number 8, Skylar Martin. And first pitch to her going to be a hair high. So she'll start out in a good position. 1-0. On the way. Is going to be basically in the same spot. We'll get the same result. So 2-0 now here. I'm telling you, Martin not wasting any time. She stepped out of the box for about a half a second and got right back in. Now, McAllister, that one going to be low and away. So she had tried to get her with the high cheese a couple of times. Wasn't successful. Tried to get her to go low and away. Or excuse me, low and inside. Didn't fall for it either. Let's see what the next plan of attack is that one's going to be high. It's going to be lifted up towards first, and Layla Carnes going to be able to put the squeeze on, and that is going to be the way this one ends. So Athens able to blank Mabank here at Mabank. Not a usual thing we see for the Lady Panthers, but, you know, spring break happening, things are going on. Unfortunately, that is just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And that is the way it goes down here tonight. So, again, it's the first of our softball coverage of the year. So, you know, usually me, the first game, I kind of stumble through it trying to make sure I remember everybody's name. But usually by game 2, I pretty well got it committed to memory. So we'll be back next week. We'll have some more Mabank Lady Panther softball happening here on the Cedar Creek Media airwaves. And, yeah, I will, Chris, I will put a microphone on you next time. I didn't know you wanted to talk with me, or I would have gave you a microphone, man. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you know what you're doing or anything, you know, no.
And if there's some way you can kill mine, I guess we'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, we'll find, we'll get the Three Stooges with just the Two Stooges back on the air one of these days. Well, folks, here tonight, again, didn't exactly go the way of the Panther, but there's always next week, and we'll be back for it, as I said. So, for everybody that's part of Cedar Creek Media, we appreciate you being here. Final Athens 16, Mabank nothing. We will see you next time.